everybody, how you doing? Coach and Dom and the coach. What is this, Dom?
Our 10th episode.
Why can't you put your hand? Dom's like, 10th episode. Our 10th episode. 5 and 5 is 10. That's right, 10th episode. We never thought we'd get to 10 episodes. We thought this would be kind of a learning process for Dom and myself, but we're having a blast, so we're going to keep going. So this is episode 10. Episode 10.
Yes.
Hey, Dom. So this summer, you know we're going to the beach, right? What does the ocean say to the beach?
Coming in waves? No, I don't know.
Oceans don't talk. They just wave.
So I kind of got the
Yeah, you kind of got the right thing. You were getting there, but you weren't there. Okay.
Well, no, they just come to you in waves, meaning like...
That's not somebody saying anything, though.
No,
that's not communication.
But they come to you in waves. They're just waving.
They come to you in waves.
I don't know. My brain kind of messed that one up. But welcome to Dom and the Coach.
All right, so happy belated Easter to everybody who celebrates Easter, whether you celebrate it as a Christian or you celebrate it with the bunny, whatever. Happy Easter to you. And then also happy April. We've entered April now, and so we have lots of April Fools everywhere.
Including this fella right here.
Oh, no. This guy. Coming in waves. Okay. We're going to jump into our top 5 list. This was brought to us by my dad and Dom's grandfather. We call him Pop. He threw out another one that he was curious about Dom's response and my response, which would be the top 5 inventions from the last 100 years. So 1924 to now. And in the process of us researching this a little bit to find ours, we realized that a lot of the 5 that we would say actually happened before 1924. So we couldn't count them. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Starting with you, Dom. Let's go with it.
All right. So my number 5 is going to be the smartphone.
Smartphone.
Yes.
Number
I would
5.
just say this one's on there just because it's the easiest way to communicate with someone. I mean, you have email,
Stop. That is not
telephone.
the easiest way to communicate with somebody.
You could just send someone a text.
Or you could just literally walk up to them and say hello.
If I'm in Hawaii and you're in Maryland, what's the easiest way of getting a hold of me?
Probably a text message.
Thank you. See my point. All right, let's
continue.
continue.
But if I'm sitting next to you, the easiest way to talk to you is to communicate and talk.
Yes.
Not.
But texting. Okay, but texting when you're not with that person is the best form of communication besides a phone call.
No, I think a phone call would still be the best. Maybe the easiest.
Besides a phone call.
Maybe an easiest.
I would say they're.
No, it's not even the easiest. You call somebody up. Now, the person would have to answer because still the easiest form of communication. Because even in a text message, you have to wait for them to respond. And you can't hear the inflection of their voice. So what could be heard as something or written as something is so innocent could actually be very snarky and sarcastic.
Right. Okay.
Easiest form of communication. No, it's called talking.
Number 4 would be the color TV.
All right. The original TV was invented way before 1924. Color TV. Do you know what year that came out?
I have to. It's from 1950 to 1970.
You've got to talk louder. You know we're doing a podcast, right?
Yes.
Between 1950 and 1970?
Yes.
You are correct. I believe it was 1954, maybe 1956.
My teacher would not be happy because I learned about history of radio, history of TV, history of film.
Did you take
Hence why radio, I'm mad that you were created in 1990 or 1893.
You're mad?
Thanks for that.
Oh, because it was going to be on your list.
Yes.
Wait, yes, okay. All right,
Radio was going to be my number
so
one.
color TV. Color TV is a good one.
All right, number 3. I know this is an interesting invention, but Monopoly.
Having a monopoly on somebody, or
No,
the game?
the board game Monopoly. That is an invention.
It is an invention. You're absolutely right.
Created in 1938.
That was a good one. Monopoly.
Yes, we used to play all the time.
We used to, but I used to beat them all the time, so I just got bored.
But then another invention is actually, we don't need to go there.
But you know what's funny? Dom believes the most important property on the Monopoly board is what?
Times Square.
Times Square. It is very important, and it can completely disrupt the people playing. But if that's the only property, along with Boardwalk and Times Square, that you're going for, if that's the only ones that you're going for, and I'm buying up everything else, or I get it and trade you those properties,
I'm screwed.
Screwed. Absolutely screwed, because he has to freak out all the way around. I just have to freak out like one little spot.
Okay, moving on. Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is number 2? Why is Wi-Fi number 2?
Well, I mean, because without Wi-Fi, you can't really do anything. I mean, okay, you can do stuff. Board games, talk. But Wi-Fi has just helped so many. Like right now, we're utilizing Wi-Fi to put out this podcast.
Are we?
Yeah, my computer needs Wi-Fi to send it to YouTube.
Does it need
Spotify.
Wi-Fi, or does it need internet?
Both.
Ah.
Wi-Fi is how you access the internet.
Okay. No, it's how you access the internet.
Okay, same with cellular data.
But I guess it is this. There you go, cellular data. Okay. All right. You know what? I can pick apart every one of your things, but I'm not going to. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a very important invention. To Don. Number 2.
And then number 1.
Oh, number 1. Sorry.
So this is going to be a very weird one. So when I was younger, I had something in my leg, or a leg length discrepancy. I probably totally destroyed
One leg was growing faster than the other.
Right, and my doctor basically told me that the only way to do it was to break the femur, do a couple other things, and then like a year later, they're like, so we figured out, we created something called 8 plates that we put into your...
Egg plates or 8?
8. I said 8.
I'm sorry, I didn't listen. 8. Why were they called?
Shh.
Why were they called 8 plates?
I actually don't know.
Because they look like the number 8.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyways, it was just a piece of metal, 2 screws, that they put into my knees, or not, well, only my left knee, but either side, and that stunted the growth of my left leg so that my right leg could catch up. Instead of the 2 years that I had it for a year and a half, they removed one, so actually I had it for 3 years. Because then they removed one, and then a year and a half later they removed the other one. I don't know the exact timing of everything, but essentially it helped stunt the growth of my left leg so my right leg can catch up.
Absolutely did. Now, and again, as Dom mentioned, the alternative was they were going to keep his leg casted, break his leg, and keep it casted for about a year or so. And so this is the alternative. And I would like to just say right now that there's been so many inventions that don't make our list, but this is a big one for Dom. But like the MRI machine and
So those are honorable mentions.
yeah, those are honorable mentions. So many medical, different types of treatments, different types of technology that has been invented and such in the last 100 years that are saving lives on the daily.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so let me give you my top 5. You ready?
All right.
Number 5 would be the portable phone. Now, I'm not saying a smartphone. I'm saying a portable phone. Because in, like, I believe it was 1979.
Bricks?
Yeah, it was a brick. It looked like a brick. And, I mean, I did this. I digress. It was, like, that big. And really, it was
just
like...
carry that thing around.
Yeah, you carry it around. Now, me, personally, I got my first portable phone in 1994. 1995 or 1994, I believe it was, and it was a bag. It was a bag phone. It had a strap, and I carried it around. I never made a phone call because it cost too expensive to make a phone call. I believe each phone call might have been like $4 or something to make a phone call, and that was just to make the phone call. Each minute might have been $1. So just outrageous. But it was an emergency phone. It was one of the emergency phones, first portable phone. So number 5 for me was portable phone. Number 4, air fryer. Now, there's been convection ovens for a long time, but an air fryer in your house to be able to maybe reheat something, maybe fry things just by using air and not the oil. Amazing
Healthier
invention.
alternative.
Yeah, it is healthy, and it's also makes things good. Think about this. McDonald's French fries. We talk about food all the time, but McDonald's French fries. You get them, you eat them, but like an hour later, 2 hours later, they're not that good. Or if you bring French fries home from another restaurant, because remember, all fries are not the same. But if you bring fries home from a restaurant and put them in your refrigerator, when you go to reheat them, like in the microwave, then they come out gooey.
Yeah.
Or like chewy, gooey,
Right.
rubbery.
Well, now that since I use the air fryer, I actually freeze them.
You'll freeze them?
And then cook them in the air fryer, and they're actually
come out crispy
better.
almost every time. So good.
And I have burned them many a times.
Shocker.
Because I don't know how long to put them in.
April Fool. Okay, so moving on. Number 3 for me is a thermos. This is also Pop's, one of his favorite inventions, the thermos. He used to say, I don't get it. How does a thermos keep cold things cold and hot things hot? How does it know it's cold or how does it know it's hot?
It's probably some temperature control.
It's not temperature control.
Metal.
It's just the metal that's in it. And
it's the metal alloy that...
You're just throwing out metals,
No. Because there are certain metal alloys that conduct heat and then that can conduct...
Are they the same things?
They're probably mixed together.
But you know what the funny thing? It's not like one of those Stanley drinks. There's no metal inside your thermos. It's like a hard plastic.
I don't know.
How does it know? I don't know. But it's an invention. Somebody came up with it. A thermos. Number 2, I would say now is when you put in your smartphone. For me, it would be smartphone. And again, I have 2 different phones on this list. One was portable, then the smartphone. And I would say smartphone because at some point in time, you could, yes, start texting. And yes, you could look up something on the internet. You could research something. You could find a person's phone number like that. There's so many things you could do. Yes, you can play games while you're sitting on the toilet. You could play games while you're waiting for somebody or something. You all right?
Yeah, I had a hiccup.
Oh, a hiccup. The smartphone has pretty much changed our view on life and everything that it encompasses. Unfortunately, the smartphone, as important as an invention as it's also become an hindrance on, I would say, society as well, just because so many people in this world are becoming disconnected with reality in life because they're on their phones so much, playing games or searching Instagram or Facebook, social media in general. I often tell the kids, make sure you have your real life is happy and not just fake on social media, because that on social media everything looks cheery and great, but in reality, people are like battling things and such. So be real all the time, whether you're on social media or not. So smartphone, incredible invention, needs to have good use or responsibility and use with it. So with great power comes what?
Great responsibility.
That's right. And the smartphone has a lot of power to it. You better use it responsibly. So, and then number 1 for me is the internet, not Wi-Fi, internet. The internet process to be able to, when I was Dom's age, write a paper and turn it in that day meant you actually wrote a paper out, or maybe you would use a typewriter or a word processor to type it out and print it and go turn it into somebody. There was no email. There was no uploading to Schoology or Student View or Synergy or what do you use? Schoology, right. Synergy, Student View. There was Clever. There was nothing like that. Emailing a teacher? No. You wanted to talk to a teacher. You talked to him in class that day. So much of that. Plus, of course, searching up things, doing research. When I was your age, I had an entire book of encyclopedias, books of encyclopedias. We had like 20 of them, and because some letters had multiples, or some books had multiple letters in it, if I wanted to research something and it wasn't in the encyclopedia, I had to go to a library and maybe research it there. Now, Dom's 18, literally type something up on Google and it pops right up. And most kids, like Dom and myself, most people, will just look at the first thing that comes across and take it as gold, take it as reliable. It's not. A lot of times it's not the most reliable. You have to scroll through things. But everybody wants that instant access. And so the internet. And again, the internet, just like the smartphone, with great power comes great responsibility. Use it appropriately. Mm-hmm. But and maybe that's everything. Every invention, use it with great responsibility and have responsibility over your actions and such. So, what do you think of my list?
I like it.
I liked your list too. I mean, again, I wanted to mess with you a little bit, but you did pretty well there. You did pretty well. So, anything else you want to add to that? Mm-mm. Any other honorable mentions?
No, because they are all before 1924.
Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
No.
Dom just started whispering. We've been doing a podcast. This is our 10th podcast, and now we're going to whisper.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. So, there are some things I'd like to add to it. By the way, did y'all know that a home refrigerator came out like in the turn of the century, like around 1900? But the first electric refrigerator?
1925, probably.
It was like 1918. Yeah. Crazy. I thought it'd be hysterical to say the first home toilet. That was in the 1500s. First home toilets. So I was looking.
There is a toilet invention. The first remote control toilet. Where you can walk in, the seat will raise, recognize you.
It's a smart toilet?
Yeah. There are smart toilets in Japan and China.
Wow.
I know this because there's a YouTuber I watch and he buys these crazy inventions.
Buys crazy inventions. Okay, all right.
Spends so much money.
Okay, we're going to move on.
All right.
All right, so last week we had Dom pick 8 games from the Sweet 16. So he was going to pick 8 teams that he thought would be the winners from the Elite 8. And Dom actually picked all 8. Which was kind of shocking.
Yeah,
very shocking, since our man has little to no knowledge of college basketball teams and such.
I would agree with that.
So we're gonna go ahead and have him pick. I'm gonna look it up right now. We're gonna have him pick what the final 4, maybe what final 4 teams could win, and then also go from there to see maybe what the championship game is. So the first game will be played Saturday. So this comes out Thursday night. So this upcoming Saturday. Saturday at 6 p.m., 6:09. And it is NC State versus Purdue. Who do you think is going to win that one? Purdue. Okay. Purdue is in the... Do you know what league they're in?
No. I just know that they're good.
Okay. Maybe you should do some research. And then the other one that plays at 8:49 is Alabama versus UConn. Alabama. So then what Dom is saying is that Alabama will be playing Purdue for the national championship. Yeah. And who do you think is going to win that one?
Oh, I have no idea.
that's why we're doing this. So go ahead and pick.
50-50. Let's go with Purdue.
Purdue. Dom thinks Purdue's taking it all the way. All the way. NC State is the Cinderella. Do you know what the Cinderella means?
No.
Cinderella is the team that is lucky to be there, shouldn't be there, but is lucky to be there.
Yeah.
So they're the Cinderella team. They're an 11 seed, taking on the number 1 seed, or one of the number ones.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Question for Dom.
Oh, boy.
So, again, we had Easter this past week. If you celebrate with the Easter Bunny, what do you think is the thing you're hopeful for, or the candy you're most excited and hopeful for to get in your Easter basket?
Oh, the jelly beans.
The what?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans. What type of jelly beans?
Oh, we get the Starburst jelly beans. Oh, they're so good. Although my mom yells at me when I eat them. When she has them out, she gets mad and I'm going to eat them all. But then I end up getting them for Easter, so
Okay.
I have my own
So
stash.
just jelly beans?
Haribo's, white chocolate,
Okay.
white chocolate, peanut butter cups, Reese's.
These are all the things that you got, but are these the things you like?
Yes.
All right. Do you think the populace is excited to get white chocolate?
No, for them it's the Easter egg. It's the Reese's eggs.
Maybe Reese's eggs, but jelly beans, probably a lot of people like jelly beans.
And the chocolate bunnies.
Oh, chocolate bunnies. Those are...
Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, Cadbury.
Robin
We don't really
eggs.
do those. Robin eggs, I think, are goofy and stupid, but that's a whole different story.
They're good.
They are good. They are good.
They're just Whoppers with colors on them.
All right, so look. Comment below what you think is the best thing to get in your Easter basket. What's funny is when Kay, Dom's sister, was real little, she used to get really excited, not just for candy, but for sidewalk chalk and things to draw outside and such. So that used to be a running
the
joke.
Bubbles.
Getting bubbles and sidewalk chalk. There you go.
Yeah.
For me, it is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup eggs. And then, yes, I do like jelly beans, but I like sweet tart. Sweet tart jelly beans.
Oh, the ropes?
No, the sweet tart jelly beans.
Oh, no, yeah, no, those are good. But the,
Nerd ropes?
those are good.
Those are
The
good
nerd
too.
clusters are
Yeah,
good.
those are good too. Yeah, there's a lot of things out there that are good. All too expensive. But,
Right.
yes, there's a lot of things that are really good out there. So,
Yeah.
so look, that was number 10. And hopefully going forward here, Dom and I are talking about possibly doing a new season where we're going to be changing some of the production up a little bit.
Right.
We'll tell you more when that comes down the road. But look, we're really excited to keep this going. We're really thankful that so many people are reaching out to us. And again, this is catching fire because of you all telling your friends and your family and passing the word.
Yeah.
And again, we're not looking to go crazy with this and make money or do anything like that. We appreciate Expense Apparel as being one of our sponsors, but we're looking for other sponsors as well if people want to put their name out there a little bit and also just kind of help out our production. And, we're just kind of looking to spread the love and the joy of Dom and myself, Dom and the coach.
Yeah.
So, possibility of more guests coming on. We've had a lot of people reach out and say, oh, I want to record with you guys. I want to do stuff with you guys. We might have to take this on the road a little bit more and, have new backgrounds and find new locations.
Green screen behind us.
Well, it's not a green screen. They can't see a green screen, genius. April Fool. Again. So, moving on, we just thank you all. We thank each other. We joke around with each other, but obviously Dom and I have a good relationship. So, So, like us, subscribe, comment, listen to us on Spotify, continue to watch us here on YouTube. If there's anything that you think we should do or correct or try and do better, let us know. You are the people, and we are serving you all. So that's our goal. And anything else you want to add, Dom?
No.
Nope. A man of few words with many thoughts.
Facts.
Facts. All right, congratulations on number 10, my dude.
All right, Coach.
And, happy spring, everybody.